This is Mr. Cat 45, and in this video I'll be showing you a Walmart E&E kit bag. I just got these not too long ago, and as I'm sure you know, there's a lot of E&E kit type bags that are advertised. You know, some of them even describe it as an E&E kit bag, or used for U.S. issue E&E kits and things like that, survival kits, seer kits. And generally they're fairly expensive items. So this is an alternative that I came across actually at Walmart. And this large one. This is a shoulder bag. You can use it as either a shoulder bag or mount it on your belt, or it's advertised actually as MOLLE equipped, or MOLLE adjustable or usable. So you can put this on a MOLLE vest, or on your backpack, or load-bearing equipment, whatever. This large one, it's made by Fieldline Pro Series, and the large one is $24.97. And this small one, this one actually does not come with it. Very good snap, I'll tell you that. Now this little one here, it's $7.97, and it's also by Fieldline Pro Series. It comes in Realtree or Mossy Oak, Camo, or something like that. There's the tag. It's called the Trooper Accessory Pouch, and some of the stats on it. It says it's got a zippered main compartment with 2-pocket organizer and cinch cord compression, and secondary compartment with internal divider. Adjustable buckle allows for expansion or compression, snap closure belt loops, and it's 62.1 cubic inches, or 1 liter. So that's fairly large for a little tiny pouch like that. And also, I know you're probably wondering, yeah, Walmart, where are they made? They're made in China. But this is interesting. For lifetime guarantee information, please visit, and it's got the website for the warranty. So these are lifetime guaranteed. Now this right here, as you all saw, this is a very, very stiff snap. Very good. It's stiffened actually inside with some nylon or plastic, so it's not likely to sag on your belt. It'll actually hold up. Take a look at some of the compartments in this one. The front one, now this I'm comparing against I actually got 2 of these because they're so good. What I'm comparing it against is this right here. Now this is advertised as an escape and evasion kit, and if you all do a lot of reading on that subject and recognize this kit, this is the pouch from a fairly high-priced E&E survival kit. And this one is made in USA. This is a great kit. I'm not knocking the manufacturer or the sellers. It's a good kit, but I just want to give you an option possibly. This one I believe cost $17.97 or $19.97. This one cost $7.97, and it's got more room in it. Much better belt loop. This one, you either put it on or you don't put it on. It cannot take off. You can't take it off once you put it on. It does have a little bit of a Velcro here. I'm not really sure what that's for, but maybe an accessory strap or something like that. And a D-ring, of course. But this one you can take on and off. The front compartment on this has the little cinch buckle. Very, very tough Velcro. I'm going to let you know, as you all can hear it, it's not quiet. Unfortunately, you can get around that. If you do need to silence that, you can take the Velcro off, just cut the stitching with a seam ripper or a sharp pocket knife or something like that, and you can still use the buckle and the cinch cord, which is just the little stretchy bungee type cord. But it's very, very good Velcro. Just the Velcro itself would hold this perfectly adequately. Versus this right here. Barely holds, you know. And this compartment, the front compartment, does not have any other closure. So this conceivably could hold some very high importance and very high priced equipment. You want it so it can't be lost inevitably or accidentally, you know. Inevitably things are going to get lost, but you want it to be as difficult to lose as possible, because Mr. Murphy is not going to take any mercy on you. This one has a zipper, fairly large compartment, decent water resistant or waterproof coating. However, once you open that, there's not very much holding it in. It can fall out easily, and you know, usually if you're like me, you pack a kit pretty full. This one, now again, this one, to get to it, you have to open this to get to the main compartment, thus exposing this right here. Even if you don't want this compartment open, you have to open that to get to this main compartment. This one you do not. Now this is a little thing, a little touch that I really found really smart and logical. Just a little piece of cord with a little plastic tube, but it's very easy to grab a hold of, especially when you're got a lot of adrenaline flowing through you and you're fumbling things. You just grab it. Your fingers can be numb, cold, whatever. You don't even have to hold it. You know, you can just hook it with a finger. And this one's got actually several compartments in it. Also got a water resistant or waterproof lining. Considerably more room in it than the black one. Obligatory silica gel. And now, in addition to that, it also has another compartment behind the front one. Pretty spacious, pretty roomy compartment. You can adjust that, and it's got a little tiny one here. So it's got some room in it. You can definitely fit a lot of things in there. And of course, on the front right here is another little compartment with a zipper. I mean, it's not very big, but you can put maybe a set of jiggler keys or something like that, or cuff keys or whatever, something that you don't want to lose, but something that you want really close at hand. So that's pretty good. That's a very smart designed little compartment, or little pouch. Beautifully made, well put together, and the price is right. $7.97. Come on. I mean, I bought two of them. This one, like I said, $17.97 or $19.97. That's a little expensive, but considering it's made in USA, I'm not going to complain too much. Now this large one, I know some of you might complain about the little red touches, the Pro Series and the little red here, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not really that big of a deal. If you're really that concerned about that, you can go ahead and mark that out with black permanent marker or whatever. It's made as a hunting bag, and I seriously doubt game's gonna spot that. You know, in a combat situation, it's different, but you can also use that to your advantage. You can use this and possibly use it for a first aid kit, and since it's already got the red on it and it's already marked as medical gear. This one's a lot bigger. This one is 347 cubic inches, 5.68 liters. And it comes with a nice shoulder strap on the back of it. You can take that off. You could use that as an emergency gunsling, tourniquet, whatever. Now this one does not have the little grabby loops, whatever. These little grabby loop things, unfortunately, but those can be made out of a little, maybe some heat shrink tubing or something like that. So this one, and just as a kind of a example, I'll show you some of the gear in it. Come on out of there. These are some Spider double-sided jigsaw blades, which actually these are double bladed or double. I'll show you if you can see that. It's got saw teeth on the back of it and on the bottom or the front. I guess that's used for cutting its way into materials when it's a jigsaw. You can use that in E&E kits to your advantage to cut inside like maybe sheetrock or whatever, wood. You can use that, work your way in to the material until you have enough room to start using the teeth. A couple of dollars at Walmart, again, good thing to have. Mini pry bar. I know you've probably seen the expensive ones made by County Com and a few other makers. I don't know how much they run for, but it's a lot more than $3 or even less at your local hardware store. This one is made by Endurez Tools, and I think that they're next to the counter, and I can guarantee you're going to get a lot more leverage with this style of pry bar than the regular one that's, you know, straight like that, or not even that bent. You're going to get a heck of a lot more leverage with that, and it's a lot less money. Can't remember the name of the cord, but it's 400 something pound cordage. Tough stuff. Again, you've seen the little tiny 4-in-1 screwdrivers, I'm sure. They cost like $10, $20 sometimes, maybe a little bit less. Well, $3. Local hardware store, again made by Endurez Tools. It's got a double-sided straight screwdriver side. And on the other side, a double-sided Phillips. 2 sizes in each. Eight-strand commando wire saw. And these, I believe, are $3, $4, $5 at Walmart. These are made by Coughlin's. Of course, your standard paracord. Now this is not a full kit. This is these are just some items that I'm using to illustrate the kit. This is not what's in mine. It's just some items. I'm giving you ideas. The rat Hest. Always recommend carrying a good sheath knife, a fixed blade, in your E&E kit. Of course, it's going to have to be fairly small, so I recommend this one. Very good knife. I think SC makes these now, maybe, or no, DPX. This is an older model. Micro escape tool, little bitty saw blade. 200-pound Kevlar cordage. One of the most important things in here, diamond saw blade. And you can get diamond saw blades for about $15 at Home Depot or Lowe's. It's going to be maybe a little bit bigger size, and they are fairly expensive, even the little tiny ones. In some E&E kit suppliers, things like that, they have them restricted, which is a really stupid thing, because anybody can go to local, hardware store, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever, and get a diamond saw blade, or you can order it from any number of sites that don't sell them, that aren't restricted. It's ridiculous. It's more, just censorship and political correctness at its best. Bootlace cuff keys. Zipper pull cuff key, things like that. A lot of these items are from one of my friends that I borrowed from. He's sitting over there actually watching me, making sure that I put them all back and give them back to him. A good compass. And I recommend a dry compass. You can get the Pizer British survival kit compass that's actually made for the British Seer kits. It's a lot smaller than this. It's a little tiny one. They advertise them as so small that they could be swallowed. I do not recommend that. That's the last thing you need, is having something cut out of your guts because you swallowed something. That would have to be a very, very life-threatening situation. This one is not big enough to swallow. I'd rather stick it where the sun don't shine if you're going to do that. This one is made by True Nord, and this is their wrist compass. This True Nord, in my opinion, makes the best dry compasses that I've ever seen. They're accurate, they're compensated, excuse me, and they since they're dry, they don't get bubbles in them like a lot of the little tiny watch compass or Seer kit compasses that a lot of them sell. Even the good ones, even a oh gosh, what is it? I can't remember. It's a Finnish brand, Suunto. They're little clipper watch compasses, and they're very good quality. Unfortunately, every single one that I've had on my watch strap, and I've still got one on my other watch strap, every single one of them has developed bubbles. It still works, but they say don't use them after they get bubbles because they can't guarantee accuracy. This one is made of brass. And of course, if you're going to use it, you want to get it away as far as possible from the nearest source of iron or magnetic, source. It glows in the dark. You may have to charge it up with a flashlight or the sun. Comes with a little Velcro strap, and I believe these are $39 or something like that. Fairly expensive, but how much is your life worth? Comes with a neat little bag and instructions. Best ones I've ever found. They come in a pocket version without the attachment points, just like a little round button compass. They come in a clip-on compass, kind of exactly like the old Marbles compasses, actually. But this one is the one I chose. even though I've got about 2 or 3 more of these. That's how highly I think of them. Another little covert key. Insect repellent band. That's one thing that you need to have, is some sort of insect repellent, because bugs, even in cooler weather or in northern latitudes, bugs, especially mosquitoes and punkies, black flies, stuff like that, it'll drive you nuts. It will drive you out of your mind. I remember years ago, back in 1996, I went to see my family in Slovakia, and this is a northern latitude. It's about on the same level as Canada, like Ontario, Canada. About, it was in summer, and we were visiting some ruins of an old castle. I have never in my life experienced mosquitoes that bad anywhere. I had a bag with me, a survival bag. No, I didn't take it with me. Actually, it was sitting in the apartment that we were staying at. And that's where the bug spray was when I needed it. I could not stand still for more than 2 seconds. I couldn't even stop long enough to take a leak, hardly. The mosquitoes were so bad. I was just getting eaten alive. I mean, they literally about carried me off. It was that bad. I've never seen mosquitoes that bad anywhere else in my life. And that's generally what the Canadians and Alaskans will tell you. For some reason, they're worse up north. But even around here, I go outside on my yard just to go, do something, run an errand, go check on the water meter, whatever, and mosquitoes are just chewing me. For some reason, they like me, but, insect repellent, it'll save your sanity. Alrighty. Some survival cards and navigation cards. That's a good way to carry information. It's very flat. You can put it in those little tiny kits. Again, survival saw. This one's from Tops. And come back here. Here's something that I was going to show you. You've probably seen these little survival bandanas. I know some of you probably think they're cheesy, but take a look at some of them and find one that you like and the information that's good and correct. Some of them may not have correct information. I don't know. I can't vouch for all of them, so that's why I'm saying that. It's a very good way to carry information. In World War II and in other wars, a lot of the pilots and aviators carried silk escape maps. A lot of times they were sewn into their equipment, into their jackets or clothing for a reason, because the information was vital. It was life-saving, and it was something that they needed so badly that they took great pains to ensure that they had it when they needed it. They would also carry gold coins in their belts or in their survival kits for a reason. It's compact money. But this is kind of like a latter-day escape map. It's got a lot of information, and when you're in a situation when you're, you may not be fully, you might not even be fully awake. You may be tired. You may be worn out. You may be hurt. You may be beaten to death or half to death, and you may need to remember this information. You may need a bandage. You may need to signal friendly aircraft. You can wave this back and forth, and it's better than nothing. It's better than having that VS-17 signal panel back in your kit that you got taken by the ISIL guys. So having one of these, you can use it as a sweat rag, whatever. But be sure to have something like that. It definitely does more than one job. Anyways, that's about all that I've got to show you. in this segment at least. But anyway, if you need a good E&E type kit, check out this one. This one is called the Large Accessory Organizer, and here it's advertised as $7.97, but it's $24.97. No, wait, no, never mind. My fault. Even the big one is $7.97. I'm sorry about that, folks. I'm going nuts. Zoom out a little bit and give you guys a better view of it. So this one here that I was showing you, $7.97 also. Little tiny one here, $7.97. You can't beat that. For 15 bucks, you know, you can have two great packs and save your money towards other more important gear. You know, versus $19.97. You know, it's your choice, but I know which choice I would make. So this is Mr. Ruger Cat 45, and you all have a good day.